did you mean? What did your life mean? You have to be able to think about your legacy right now. Because your legacy is going to help drive them dreams that we've been talking about, right? Next week, we're going to get to specific goals and objectives that will help us reach our dreams. But all you guys wrote down the dream that you had. What was your dream?
We want to say about our program is we have a 100% graduation rate. We don't play. Did y'all hear that? 100%. Black excellence. We don't play.
For over 27 years, FamilySoul.org has been supporting our youth through education and mentorship. Family Inc. is a 501c3 nonprofit organization headquartered in Los Angeles, established in 1993 to provide educational support services, arts programming, curriculum development, and mentorship to underserved youth and communities.
Our program, See a Man, Be a Man, and Princess to Queen, I'll skip down and just say that we're in the classroom on a daily basis with black youth, young men and young women. I'd like my students, I have 3 or 4 students here today. Where are they? Stand up from the See a Man, y'all stand up from the See a Man, Be a Man program. At Rock High and Animal High. Somebody's here. What's up, baby? Yes, indeed. Y'all come on up here. Come on up. Y'all give them a round of applause. They got up early this morning.
What will people say about you when you leave this planet? Who are you anyway? If you don't know, don't expect anybody else to know. If you can't look at yourself in the mirror and say, here's who I am, here's what I mean to this planet, don't expect anybody else to be able to do that. And if you don't love yourself, don't really expect anybody to love you. So everybody got something written down? Y'all got 3 minutes. As soon as the last person finishes, we'll get to the fried chicken. But hell, I might even eat some fried chicken. What? I don't even eat chicken.
I was at Audubon Middle School for 13 years, and for the first 2 or 3 years, a young man came into my life. At the time, he had a lot of challenges in his life in a lot of different ways, and I don't have to go into the details. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And this young brother was about 11, 12 years old when we first met. He's been adopted by me as my son, and he listened, and then he executed. And then he left here, like I encourage all the young people to leave here and go somewhere else and do something and see some things. And he did that. He came back, got his degree. He has a BA degree. That's a college degree, y'all. That's 4 years. He called me one day and he said, Pops, I'm up for a job. I said, whatever job it is, it's yours. And sure enough, he is now, as of about 2 or 3 months ago, the newly hired Executive Director of the Crenshaw YMCA. Give it up for Mr. Aaron Hall. Aaron Hall. Come on up, man.
Anyway, I know the chicken is getting on y'all, but if you write down your legacy, what do people think about you? Are they gonna say, good guy, team player, took care of his kids, helped the community? At the end, write down your legacy. What they gonna say about you? It might be hard for y'all to think about at such a young age, but my brother just talked about losing a friend at 10 years old. And even at 10 years old, I bet you there's something you remember about him. My brother, what would it be that you remember about him?
He was kind.
Did y'all hear that? He was kind. He was very helpful. What will people say about you when you leave this planet?
Program success. In all, See a Man, Be a Man program at Locke High School and Animal High School has graduated 100% of the youth who traverse to the 12th grade, with 80% enrolling in college. That's 4-year universities and community colleges, and 20% enlisting in the United States military.
Here's something we do. We're just going to do a little bit of it to show you what we do in our affirmations every morning that we come into the classroom. Spirituality.
Spirituality.
Y'all got to do it loud. Spirituality.
Spirituality.
I'm conscious of a higher power.
I'm conscious of a higher power.
Culture.
Culture.
I come from a rich,
Rich.
independent, and powerful heritage. Give it up for them, y'all.
In a life without Tory in it. I can't. I've known him for longer than I can remember. I still don't know why he took an interest in me when he did. There were a lot of boys in this program, but we instantly clicked. And he raised me. He gave me a crash course in being a black man. I got to be with Renaissance on the road, with Maurice and Tony and Charlie and Kwame RIP and all the good guys. And some of my best times in my life were with this man and with his people. But the things I remember the most are the lessons that he taught me every day, the lessons that I didn't want to hear. And that's why I commend y'all, because what y'all just did were things I had to do and I hated it. When he would call us up and be like, yeah, come on up here and do this right now. Come on, let's go. I would be like, oh my God. But till this day, I still remember everything that was said. I still remember the affirmations. I still say the affirmations. And most of all, I still believe the affirmations. And the biggest thing he did to me that I can only hope to do for the youth is let them know that anything that they want to do is in their capability. But you won't get it with excuses. You won't get it with worrying about, what I don't have and what I don't got and what I can't get, because none of that matters. We all have the capability, and we have the blood, and we have the skin to overcome any obstacle that we have, and we've shown it for 400 years over and over and over again. So even though the obstacles are tough, we have to be tougher like we've always been. So Tory has been around for 30 years in the same community, and if I can be a quarter of the activist that he was, then I would consider that a successful life. Thank you so much. God bless y'all. God bless the people.
So we're coming to the end of the year, fellas. The challenge was a couple of challenges, right? Anybody want to tell me what our challenges in the next week and a half?
In general, or just for the program?
For the program, what is it that the next week is supposed to look like? What are we trying to produce? When we talk about the 9 points, what are we talking about?
Personal responsibility.
Right, which is what?
What we had to do.
So what he did this morning, can you explain what you did this morning? When you knew you was gonna be late?
I just texted Tory when I knew I was gonna be late, so he wouldn't get on my case when I got here.
But if he would have came and said, somebody was shooting this morning. There was a drive-by, and he would have came like say Monday. He didn't come today, right? I would have been fine with it. I would have understood that.
Malcolm came to us through Marcus Garvey. Everybody remember Marcus Garvey? Everybody say Ashe? And so you can see the continuum there. I hope that these young brothers, my wish for these young brothers and sisters standing beside me, they would go way farther than I've gone and that we've gone. Y'all feel what I'm saying? Yeah. That we would instill in them the pride and dignity of our race, the accomplishments that we've done over the years to change this world.
Power control me. Control me. Personal responsibility.
Personal responsibility.
I am the power.
I am the power.
Control me.
Control me.
You can't control nobody else. You can only control what you do. You can try to influence people, inspire people. Let's give us 30 seconds. But you can't really tell anybody else what to do. You really can't. Right? We all know some people who do some crazy, dumb stuff, right? Don't we, Quentin? But at the end of the day, man, it's about what my boy did this morning, He said, I'm going to go ahead on and text and let him know what's happening, so that when I walk in late, nobody be looking at me crazy. When he sent it to me, I sent it to the gentleman here. So they could also, be aware of it. 'Cause I was running late, right?
And you texted us.
And I texted
And
you.
I was running late, and I texted y'all.
Right. So it's not that you're going to be perfect, but it's like taking responsibility for your actions.
How everybody doing today? My name is Ace, aka Quentin.
How about Quentin, a.k.a. Ace?
We go to Locke High School. I'm in the 12th grade. And after high school, I plan on going to the military, going to the Army. I already signed up. I get shipped out July 10th.
We take pride in our commitment to empowering our youth and are dedicated to making a positive impact in the communities we serve.